continues through the Northern Lights. Aurora Gaming Philippines are your M7 World Champions.
For years, the Northern Lights flickered. Beautiful, but never enough. Tonight, they don't fade, they burn. Tonight, everything changes. No more choking, no more almost. Aurora, at last, become eternal!
4 games is all it took. In this same exact stadium, history repeats itself. It's different.
An attack speed hero, you would be surprised against opponents that even if they don't have attack speed, it does matter a lot.
Oh, it matters so much. That passive is disgusting, especially when you have like a slight lead in the earlier stages of the game. It feels like you're unkillable. Yeah. So a lot of these moments, as we see them actually fight, right, comes down to, does Hijime have his ult or not? Can Light actually look to cancel it out? Because as soon as Hijime loses that important ultimate, Yue can do whatever he wants, right? He doesn't need his ult to be relevant in these fights.
I wouldn't even go out of my way and say that the Chastise Soul Drone was actually the reason why we have fighter gold laners right now, because they're not dependent on attack speed. And in this scenario, you're looking at this Nolan as well as this Claude. The Claude will definitely suffer from this Chastise Soul Drone. The timings was just perfect. Now, let's talk about like how do you actually implement this utility strategy coming out from Aurora. This is a box type strategy that is really good at punishing those that it can unbox. If you're looking at the composition of Alter Ego, they kind of want to go front to back with this Nolan, with this Mobies, then eventually with this Cloud, but they can also go dive. I think that Alter Ego chose to continuously dive against Aurora, and the result is they just kept getting picked off. I think their formation wasn't good enough for them to implement this kind of strategy because they are always diving into the box, the area or the zone of control of Aurora.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Light was able to
this hero fits that kind of playstyle because you have low cooldown ultimates, low cooldown skills. You can swap between your forms, and if you have the proper targets, you can actually eliminate them. You're gonna see that through the highlights. His target acquisition coming up from Edward is stellar.
It's so very good, and with the addition of Light to cover the other angles that he can't, his engagements have been absolutely nasty. And this is one of the few times, right? So many people have been saying on the internet, hey, when is Edward? He may be Mr. Consistent, but if you give him just a little bit of love, a little bit of resources, he can carry this game, and you see it right here.
That tech charge, and by the way, in that last highlight of this game, you're gonna see the Sora of Edward catch and snag 2 of the most important heroes for Alter Ego. He's gonna get the jungler and the goldair. Look at that, tie them together with that Cloud. Is that not an MVP-esque performance? Might be one of the best plays that we've seen all throughout the finals.
I gotta say, Gideon, like, as cool as junglers and goal laners are, man, these kind of games are the reason why I play Rome. These are the kind of games I play EX. These guys.
Yeah. 1, and 11. You know, Leo already mentioned that this is very reminiscent of the Ube. I disagree. I think there is going to be a little bit of a variation here because it's not just about, hey, we stay together, we win together. There's an outreach. There's a level of, hey, Edward, stick your hand out a little bit further, and don't worry, you're never alone this time because you got Light to compensate and to support you.
One of the underrated ways to actually approach Ube that maybe most people do not really recognize is the fact that you can get in and out of the fight so if you master going in and out of the fights, you sustain yourself, and then the fight becomes very easy for you. That is exactly what happened in Turtle number 1, where there was a jump coming out from the Lapu-Lapu. They just back out just a little bit, enough for them to get out of the zone of the damage and then turn the fight around.
Again, I kind of feel like Light and Edward is the problem. Because I agree with you, right? There are ways to deal with it, but at this point, Edward and Light has cemented this style in their system so well that they counter the counters.
Information is powerful. The mechanics is the key to why they are finding so many different opportunities against AE by kicking their shins out, right? It feels like they don't have a strong foundation to sit on when Hijime goes down. And even for Alec, he's looking for opportunities.